Good afternoon, Patrick Kirkwood, CEO of the BioSport. I'm here with Grace Dafoe. Is that correct?
That's correct,
right?
yeah.
Good, excellent. We got that first part done. Grace, tell us a little bit, why are you here? Why are you at the BioSport?
Yeah, so I'm a Canadian skeleton athlete. I've been representing Canada for the last 10 years on the world stage, and my sport is measured by hundredths of a second, so I'm always curious on how you can get hundreds of seconds faster.
That's incredible. Well, here's what we're going to do. You're just about to get your results, okay? So I'm talking to you a little bit before, and then I'm going to have a quick conversation with you afterwards. We're going to ask you a few questions here shortly for the before, and then we'll come back and do the after. Are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Good. Again, listen, great to meet you.
Yeah.
Finally, again, right?
Yeah.
And we'll talk soon. Grace, just a couple of questions here. First of all, any current injuries or injuries in the past?
I mean, skeleton bumps and bruises. We're going very fast, and it's concrete with ice on top. So I've had a lot of soft tissue injuries. No major injuries over my career, luckily, but it's all about kind of the long term. You know, I've said I've been doing skeleton now for this will be my 14th season. So stuff builds up over time, and you know, I'm just trying to stay healthy. And
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you the same question again. What made you decide to try the BioSport program?
Yeah, so I decided to try BioSport because my sport is measured to the hundredth of a second, and you know, I'm trying to gain that competitive advantage every way that I can, and I saw this as an opportunity to learn more about myself and my body.
Excellent. What specific challenges or concerns were you hoping to address with the BioSport?
I think I was, again, just more curious on what my genetics are. I feel like I'm in a weight-based sport as well, and we're always trying to balance what weight we are with power and find that happy medium. And so I think I'm more interested in learning about like what my genetics are and how I can help work with them instead of against them.
Excellent. Can you describe your experience during the program? That's a no.
Yeah, I was just like, how was it taking the
taking the blood?
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my experience getting the blood draw was super easy. I mean, I've had blood tests before, so it wasn't unusual, and I'm very scared of needles, but it was totally fine. So yeah, that was great.
Good afternoon, Patrick Kirkwood, CEO of the BioSport. I'm here once again with Grace Dafoe. Grace, you just finished your consultation with one of our doctors, and I'm really curious to know, did you learn anything?
I learned a lot, and not just about myself, but just about genes in general and different how they work and how they kind of like influence each other, which I think was really fascinating. As athletes, we're, you know, our body is how we make our livelihood and how we work. And so for me, it was really, really interesting learning how I can, you know, hone in on certain areas in order to be better.
Well, is there that one thing that you took away from that consultation that you just, you know, what do they say, an aha moment?
For sure. I think
I can't believe I just said that.
Aha.
You know.
Yeah. I think talking about like rest and recovery and kind of like if I don't have the appropriate levels for that for me, and like if I don't take that can lead to like chronic inflammation and, you know, be in higher injury risk and stuff, and learning that about myself and where I can kind of walk the line, you know, because obviously in sport we're trying to be as fast as possible and hundreds of seconds faster, so I'm gonna walk right up to that line but know that I can't cross that line. So I think that was kind of my aha moment of how far I can take it.
So that's wonderful. That's great. Now, what will you do now that you've got all this information? You're back into your training. I mean, you imagine you're training all the time, but how are you going to take that information? What are you going to do with it, do you think?
I think, so for me, it's like monitoring my heart rate and my rest between reps, especially I can't do my sport half the year. We can't slide head first in the summer, unfortunately. So for me, it's all about when I'm lifting weights and sprinting, how I'm going to use that rest time and use the tools that I have, like my watch here, of monitoring my heart rate to make sure that I don't, you know, push it too far and I take the appropriate rest.
But listen, I really want to thank you for taking the time to have this conversation. You will be in touch. We're going to talk more about what's going on with your life, and let's continue to monitor your results and what's going on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.